Hi there, welcome back to episode 2 of Tech Tips with Madame MacLean.
Hey,
Oh,
buy some glasses.
Actually, Travis, I was just doing the squint test to look at my newest digital design.
Oh, no way. What's
Try
the squint
it.
test?
You squint your eyes and you kind of look at what pops. What can you see? While the squint test might make you look pretty silly, it's actually a really helpful test just to make sure that your design pops. When you squint, what do you notice? What do you see? Are things not visible that you want to be visible? It's time for a squint test. For this activity, I've selected one of the templates for Earth Day on Canva. I want you to squint your eyes. What do you notice? What do you see? What stands out? Color and contrast. The choice of colors and how color is used in a digital design is really important. And something that this artist did really well was think about colors that match the theme. It's an Earth Day poster, so we can see some earthy colors coming in, like the green and blue. The other part of this to look at is contrast. And contrast is the difference between dark and light, and that can make things really pop. When you have colors that are too similar and there isn't enough contrast between them, it can be really difficult to make those things pop, and that won't pass the squint test. If you look here, you'll notice that half of the earth is dark, the other half is light. There's a really good example right there of some contrast. Also, the message is written in a white text box, which is on the back of a dark blue background. There's another example of how color and contrast were used to make this design pop. Complementary colors. Another really effective way that you can use color in your digital designs is thinking about complementary colors. The tool that I'm using right now is called the Canva color wheel. And this color wheel will automatically find a complementary color. You'll notice that when I move one dot around, the opposite dot will find the complementary color. These two colors put together offer high contrast, which again is something that will make your design pop. You can use a tool like this when you're thinking about colors that you might want to use in your digital design. Choosing fonts. Choosing an appropriate font when you're working on a digital design is really important. You'll notice that this design uses only 2 fonts. One of them is italicized, a little bit cursive, and the other one is all caps and very bold. Now, I know how fun it is to look through all the fonts that exist. There are so many. But what you really need to think about is, can your audience read it? Is that going to be too small? When I squint my eyes, does the word even show up? Is something going to be too bold, or does it work nicely? In this case, I have a bold word on top and a thinner cursive word on the bottom, and I think that looks... All right, now it's time to wrap it all up. Today, we learned about the squint test and checking whether or not our designs pop. We talked about color and complementary colors on the color wheel. We talked about contrast, meaning that 2 opposing colors stand out against one another. And we also learned about choosing fonts. Remember, you really shouldn't have more than 2, at most 3 fonts. You want your designs to be simple and easy to read and easy for the audience to view the message that you're sending out.